Hey everybody, and happy Thursday. It is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Seeby. And happy Thursday, guys. And Thursday is our class that we call Picture This. Picture This is when I give you guys an image, a photograph, a painting, a cartoon, any kind of image, any kind of photograph, any kind of whatever. And you have to write a chorus, a song chorus, or a poem, but it has to rhyme, it has to tell a story, and it has to make sense. So I give you an image, you look at it, you ponder it for a while, you daydream in your mind what you actually believe that picture is telling you visually, and I want you to write that down, and whatever that is the chorus. But the only rules are, again, it's got to rhyme, it's got to tell a story, and it's got to make sense. Okay, so that's really the only stipulation. And I tell you guys this all the time. It doesn't matter what the photograph is, really. I mean, I want you to write pertaining to what the photograph is. If it's a very graphic image, if it's like, but really, all I want you to do is write down what it makes you feel or what it reminds you of. It doesn't have to be the picture per se. It could make you feel anything. Like, it could be a picture of a dog, and it makes you think about your, when you had a dog when you were a little kid, or, when you went over to your neighbor's house, they had a dog look like that. So you could write the song about your neighbor. It doesn't matter. Like, if they have that dog and that dog's in that photograph, and it makes you think of your neighbor's dog when you were a little kid, write about that. I'm not telling you what to write with the subject matter. Only what the image makes you feel, and then you write what you want to write. Okay? I would prefer if you wrote something pertaining to the image, but it's not necessarily. This is just to spark your imagination, to get you to write, I say this every week, and I will never stop because it's so true. We don't always feel like super creative, and this really helps stir up images in your mind. And whenever I have images in my mind, I write better stuff. I always do. Sometimes my mind is blank. I don't feel creative. I want to eat cereal and watch cartoons, and I don't really feel like doing anything else. I don't feel necessarily like I'm going to write a great song that day because I just don't have it in me. But, when you work doing this for a living, you have to conjure up that inspiration at a moment's notice, because somebody's coming over to your house or you're going over to someone's studio, and you have to conjure up great stuff, great material right off the top of your head. And that is not an easy thing to do. And this is one of those exercises that just puts you in the right kind of frame of mind in order to start to create things. Now, everything can be an influence. I mean, I think everything is an influence. Everything around us, whether we even know it or not, it's an influence. Even if we're not paying attention, our eyes and ears are taking everything in around us, right? If you're around somebody long enough, you start picking up their accents and their, the way they say words. So our subconscious is very influential. Sometimes to our detriment. Sometimes I write things and I'm half asleep, and I think I wrote it, but I was hearing a song playing really low volume, or maybe I fell asleep with headphones on, and YouTube just plays the next song, whatever, the row of songs is. It'll do that, like a playlist. And I have fallen asleep many times with earbuds in, wake up in the morning and think I wrote something when it's really not. It's just something I heard when I was falling asleep with my earbuds in, listening to YouTube videos. That happens. It really does. So, it's a great tool. This is just a great tool to get your mind activated for creativity. I use it all the time. I love doing this exercise. I've been doing this exercise since we were still open at Performing Arts. We had a big giant TV screen, and when we weren't watching something but the TV was on, these screensavers would come on. They would be beautiful. Aerial views of like different countries, Europe and the Great Wall of China from an aerial view, or waterfalls, some of the most beautiful waterfalls, or just like some of the most beautiful sunsets, or like balloons, you know, those big balloons that are, you know, the hot air balloons, like, you know, there'd be so many cool pictures, and it would just, and we started writing songs in class based on some of those screenshots, screensavers, just like your computer will do sometimes. If you just leave your computer on, it'll go, you know, it goes on sleep mode, but then on your screen will have like really cool just screensaver pictures that, you know, dissolve and another one will come in. That's really where I got this idea. I literally got this idea from those screensavers. And I thought, you know what, it'd be pretty cool. So like, you know, I started looking at some, and I would look at some just, you know, for inspiration. And you really come up with some cool stuff sometimes. You'd be surprised what comes out by looking at different images and stuff. Movies can do it to you too. Other songs are great fodder for you to inspire you to want to write something. I'll hear a great song on the radio or on YouTube, and I'll be like, oh my God, excuse me, I got to write something like that. That's so cool. I'm not stealing it. I'm just like, the vibe captured me, or the production, or someone's voice, or their tone. But sometimes a movie will do it. You know, I'll see a movie and it'll be some really cool scene in a film. I'll be like, man, I wish I could have wrote some music over that scene. That's really cool, you know? And then you see that scene in your mind, you play like, you know, a part on piano or whatever. I mean, songs have come to me that way just from, you know, movies or TV shows or whatever. But I really like the still images because there's no words, there's no forced perspective. It's just, it's like, you know, we don't see what happened right before the picture or after. It's like a moment frozen in time, whether it's a painting or a photograph, it doesn't matter. It's a still life, and you have to create words to go with that still life. So anyway, I do have a picture, and I'm going to show you the picture right now. So let's have a look at the photograph that I've given you for tonight. Here it is. All right, so you guys have seen the picture. Okay, so it's a black and white photograph of a man and a woman, and they're very close to one another. Not kissing, but their lips are very close, and there's smoke coming out of one of their mouths, or maybe both of their mouths, I don't know. I just thought the picture was kind of, I liked the imagery of it. There was something about the picture that was just very cool, like a connotation that I just thought was really neat, and I really liked the photograph. You know, like they're, you know, like she's staring right in his eyes, but he's looking down where the smoke is. But they're very locked in on each other, and that smoke makes it very, I don't know, it just made it mystical looking to me for some reason, and very sensual at the same time. So I thought it was really cool. And the first thing I thought, you know, when you first look at a photo or anything, there's words, you know, words pop in your mind. I mean, they pop into mine anyway. I don't know if they do for you, but when I look at something, like the first thing I thought of when I looked at their faces and the smoke was intoxicated and hazy. That's what I saw. So I'm staring at that picture. Now you could see something way different than what I'm seeing, but this is, so I'm going to show you what I wrote based on this. So, you know, one of the things I want to tell you guys is when you look at a photograph, I want you to like go in and daydream, stare at that picture until you go into a daydream, until you don't see the picture anymore and you're in your mind. When you pull back out and you're back in reality, I want you to get a pen and paper, and I want you to just start writing down everything that you saw when you were in your daydream. Really. Just write all the words. Don't worry about rhyming yet or just write down all the words the first words that pop in your mind looking at these photographs. This particular photograph. I'm going to read to you what I wrote for this, okay? You build me up, then try... Oh, you build me up, then try to break me. You bring me down and drive me crazy. Intoxicated, kinda hazy. You are the only one who makes me feel like I'm losing control. The only one who knows me, baby. Only your touch is going to save me. You never lie, you're never shady. You are the only one who makes me lose control. You are the only one who makes me lose control. I just thought, like, this person, whether you're the guy or the girl, doesn't matter. This person pushes you to do things that you would never do by yourself. They make you different. If you weren't with this person, the chemical compounds of you would not be you anymore, you know? But when you ignite with this person or mix with this person, creates a different outcome of you and your personality. That's kind of what I was thinking of when I wrote this. You know, you build me up and try to break me. You bring me down and drive me crazy. Intoxicated, kind of hazy. You are the only one who makes me feel like I'm losing control. The only one who knows me, baby. Only your touch is going to save me. You never lie, you're never shady. You are the only one who makes me lose control. You are the only one who makes me feel I'm losing control. And I repeat that. Now, I do have a melody for that, but I'm not going to show it to you because right now, this is what we're working on. Just writing lyrics based on this image. All right, guys. Well, listen, that is all the time we have for tonight. I can't wait to see what you guys write based on this image and this photograph. I'm really looking forward to it. You guys have been giving me some amazing material. Some of the stuff you write is like 10 times better than what I'm writing for these pictures. I mean that. I really mean that. So guys, that is all the time we have for tonight. This is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seavey. Have a wonderful evening. I love you guys. Be safe. And I can't wait to see what you guys write for this. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Peace.